the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. And able to find Garcon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That's good for a Niner 1st down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
That good for 19 on a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now look at 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Looking to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They get it to him running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Third and goal. Rosen. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
13.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Room here to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Garoppolo, deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one, 44 yards. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Garoppolo again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games. Not
at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reuben Foster in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On second down, Rosen. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give them 9 yards on the second down screen play. They took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Dawson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out this. Let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rosen on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Rosen to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Dawson's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And now it's Rosen looking. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. Dawson tacks on the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They find some open field here. He's still barreling through. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run there by Johnson. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it here with Logan. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Rosen will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fitzgerald, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
11.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, still won't go down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Pushing through the contact. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw is Rosen. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. 11. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And got his man. Complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play. Garoppolo to Garcon. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 11. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cardinals, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL